So Mel is in rehearsal. She has invited KeKe to come so they can talk about this blog situation.
Yeah, I hear you.
So Mel heard that KeKe thought that she wasn't a good friend on the trip to Houston.
Okay.
KeKe apologizes, and Mel's like, for what? I'm like, exactly, Mel, because I don't like no. I apologize.
Yeah.
The end. No, for what?
Mm-hmm.
She called her mom about what happened in Houston.
Facts.
And talked to her. Well, I don't know about that. And talked to her about how she felt slighted by Mel.
Okay.
KeKe says that her mom vented to a blogger. The blogger put it out, and it was blown out of proportion. She was like, it's not that I was going in on you. I was just frustrated with the whole situation, and you were included in my frustrations. KeKe says that her intentions have never been malicious. She's frustrated and ashamed and mad at her mom. She says her mom made a mistake, and it went public, and she's sorry.
Okay.
Mel's like, okay, well, I heard a lot about what you feel, and I'm going to tell you how I feel.
Okay.
Mel's like, that was 6 months ago. Not one time did you actually sit down to want to have a conversation with me.
Ooh.
I shouldn't have had to read it on the internet to find out how you felt. And the apology coming after doesn't move me.
Whoa, Mel, you're so cold-blooded.
KeKe says, she's just not someone who is comfortable being upfront when it comes to confrontation. And Mel was just like, you threw a whole drink in your cousin's face. Like, what are we talking about here?
I saw it.
Like, what are we doing?
I seen it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And Mel is like, look, you started privately talking to the bloggers, and I told you to be careful and not to talk to them. Yep. But you don't listen. KeKe talking about, well, it's not that I don't listen. It's just that you what? I know. You have a hard time with it?
I know this may be considered left field, but are we considered bloggers since we reviewed the show? No?
I don't know. They call everybody bloggers. I thought bloggers were people who like typed and like made blogs like the Shade Room and things like that. I don't consider us bloggers. We're just recappers and reviewers. Yeah. But, some people in this internet space, they'll consider you a blogger if you talk.
Yeah, I feel like they say blogger as a way of disrespect, even though I'm not a blogger. Like, you talking to them bloggers over there and things like that. Yeah. So, that's not really considered a real journalist in some ways.
Got you, yeah.
Yeah, KeKe just look like she looked like a child. Yeah. Like, because Mel is basically putting her in her place. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, she's not going to yell at KeKe. But it's like one of those things to where I wish Mel, hear me out, millimeters. I wish Mel, or rather, I think KeKe would have wished Mel would have been more reactionary to what she was saying. The fact that Mel is so even keel and so like, well, this is what happened. It doesn't move me.
But that's a great quality.
But let me tell you why this is different when it comes to KeKe. I think this kind of shows like, you know what, KeKe? I ain't really expect much from you anyway. Like, truth be told, I was there for you with the tests, trying to prove people that you wasn't on that stuff. Right. I've been there with you when you was accused of stealing. I came to your house. I sit down and talk to you. I was basically going against what everybody was basically telling me about you. Right. So the fact that you disappointed me, of course you would. Yeah. Because you're KeKe. Dude, like, and like in some ways, if my friend was...
That's kind of like a knife to the heart. I would cry if somebody said that to me. But like, I suck that bad?
But that's the vibe I'm getting from Mel.
Yeah, that is the vibe.
Because my thing is, if my friend that I have expectations for do that to me,
you would be disappointed.
There's some type of reaction that you will get out of me. Right. Yeah, like, I'm basically going to be like, I'm not going to say yelling. I'm not a yeller in that way. But there will be some type of, like, emotion that you see.
Or shock or something.
But the fact that Mel is just so... Yeah, of course you did this. And it just is what it is. Yeah. Right? And it's sad because, and I'm not trying to make it seem like harsher than what Mel did, but that's the reality of it. Yeah. To where it's like, you know what? I hear your apology, but I have no room for you
in my life.
Yeah. It's like, I can't have room for people that I have no expectations for. Right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And Mel tells her, look, this is my check. I've had your back in all the ways that we talked about. Yeah. And Mel's like, you could have used different opportunities to tell your story, but you want to sit up here and talk about me. Mel says she doesn't have room to question whether or not KeKe is loyal. And as Mel grows, her circle will get smaller. And that's something that she knows and has come to terms with. And KeKe, you out the circle. I don't think he was ever in the circle for real. No. But no.
I think this was more of because Mel is a producer.
Yeah.
I think this was Mel's way of firing KeKe. I don't think we're going to see KeKe no more on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah.
I don't know who friend she going to be. She ain't going to be Tisha's cousin.
No.
And you ain't going to see any of them really sticking up for her. I think this was like you can go home now. Do you get what I'm saying?